Hello Virgo, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Virgo, very quickly, I'm not going to go into much of a spiel, but I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers, the subscribers that have stayed around, the likes, the shares, the comments, booking at personal readings, donations to the channel. You guys have been fantastic. I appreciate each and every single one of you, so thank you for all that you do and all the ways that you show your love and support for myself and the channel. Virgo, this is going to be your mind, body, and spirit and or soul reading, however you want to word that. I thought I'd do something a little different. So we're going to go with it. Let me know if you like it or not, or if this is something we should do regularly or not. I don't know. But, and pardon the sniffles, cleaning up some autoimmune stuff, feeling better finally. Thank goodness. I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. And with that, the intuitive messages from spirit. And Virgo, the first thing I heard was hot and heavy, and it reminded me of what is it, hailstorms. I like it heavy. I don't know if you're a rock fan or not, but I could listen to anything. Just depends on what day of the week it is, I suppose. But I don't know if that's your thing, but it's a little rough, a little wild. But I heard hot and heavy, so I don't know what that means for you guys. We're going to dive into the cards and see what comes up. So, we'll roll with that. But all right, Virgo, for the mind, the body, and the spirit, what does spirit have for you guys today? Virgo, for the mind, the spirit, what does Virgo need to know? Pause and expand. I feel like you guys are looking out into the horizon. I think that your thoughts are moving forward to the future rather than a space of stagnancy, which I have seen you guys come in and out of so much the last few months. I think the last video I did for you guys, it was like the saga continues or something to that effect. All right, Virgo, for the mind, what does Virgo need to know? For the mind, spirit, speak up. Oh, Virgo, are you finding your voice? Listen. Communication, a lot of throat chakra energy attached to speaking what it is you are thinking and feeling at any specific time. I think you guys have hit a point, and when I think back, and your readings have stuck with me so heavy, I usually don't remember them. Are we finally like at the toe line where mentally we've had about all that we can take, and now it's time to say what is on your mind? It is time to address what it is that has been inside for so long, that you have ruminated on, you have thought about, you have struggled with, you have, you know, gone over and over. It's like you've gone over and over things with a fine-tooth comb, spirit is saying. And finally, like, something is coming up so that you can move on and be happy with the direction in which your life is going. All right, Virgo, for the body, remember the body is our 3D world. You know, we join this world in our meat suit, as we call it. Step back is coming in sideways for you guys. This is interesting. It's almost, it kind of reminds me of like, the word cha-cha came up. So, cha-cha, I feel like you're starting to learn how to dance with life, taking it in stride, knowing when to go forward, knowing when to take a step back from certain things. I believe, as I say this, I believe you are learning when to go forward, learning when you need to kind of just go, you know what, this moment isn't for me, this person isn't for me, the situation is not for me. You are learning to be a little more free-flowing in your life. Spirit is saying it's like a dam was broken, like you learned when those floodgates open, when you need to get out of Dodge, almost like there's something around you that is requiring you to really observe what is happening, so you know how to kind of, I hate to say play the game, but you know where you need to be and how you need to move through that energy. And then the message from spirit for your higher self guidance. Slow down. Don't get too wrapped up. It's almost like once you start dancing, you know, have you ever gone out on a night and I don't know, once you get a little older, you start dancing and then it's like, oof, get up the next morning and it hurts a little bit. Learning when to slow down too. Don't bring yourself into a space that you need. Spirit is saying that you need to think you know more than you do, or that it's almost like this very competitive kind of energy, like it's kind of like this one-up game. it's like a check-in. Is that the ego speaking, or is it coming from within you, in true genuinity? I get, I don't know, genuine, nah, it's not the right word. Is it coming from a true space within you? We'll leave it at that, okay? So it's kind of like, once you find your stride, Virgo, in something, you may have felt held back for so long that now it's like, again, the floodgates have opened, it's off to the races. Make sure you're not burning yourself out. Some of you may be requiring a checkup at this time too, so if you notice anything about your body, make sure that you're seeing a doctor. I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving you medical advice, but you know, obviously if something seems off, you know your body better than anybody else, you may want to check on that. And then pay attention to what makes you feel lighter, what makes you feel better. An illumination of your connections, and I think when it comes to this speak up in the mind space, you're understanding what it is you are tolerating of and what it is that you are not. The sun is illuminating that energy, but it's also about your happiness. What does your happiness represent when it comes to your Two of Cups? 6:11 on the clock. Gosh, I keep saying that all the time. So, and I think you may be speaking up on what it is that you know you're worthy and deserving of. And it's like you may have a clear picture in your mind of what this looks like, and you're finally going to speak and act on what it is that you know to be your inner truth when it comes to this. All right, we've got Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Fool. There is some lit up kind of energy there. That snake, she's wrapping herself around all avenues of life with the Three of Pentacles, and the Fool is taking the risk to figure out where it is that it goes. You may be openly acknowledging who it is you want to work with and why. For some reason, I get this feeling like other people may have an opinion or a thought on how you should do it, who you should do whatever this is with. And it's like you're willing to take the risk of getting yourself entangled in certain situations to see how they turn out. I think that underlying listen to with this, when Speak Up came out, is you are taking in what it is others are saying, but I don't think that you're really allowing them to dictate how you are moving, how you are speaking, how you are addressing. You are independently standing on your own and taking control back of what is your desire, your wish fulfillment, your healing. You're addressing it very differently. Finally, Virgo, I got the chills from top to bottom. I love this for you. You're willing to almost like you're ready to leave the nest. The Empress. The Empress knows how to move, right? She knows when there's growth. She knows when not to invest. She's extremely aware. I always see her as like a mix of the High Priestess, the Empress, obviously all of the queens. Like she embodies everything. And with this step back coming out sideways, I almost feel like that is a positive thing, because you know when to move forward, you know when you need to take a moment. And that pause came out too when I split the deck. She knows where to breathe life into. She knows what to nourish. She knows what's going to flourish. And I do think that this is, you're finding your balance in this for yourself. And I think that's a really nice energy. The Chariot, you could be dealing with a Cancer, you could be dealing with a Libra, a Taurus. The Chariot moving forward, right? It's having control of those reins. It's divine faith that is guiding you. Page of Cups, that could be a loving offer of some sort. Somebody could be coming towards you. I'm going to tell you, and I'm not a big fan of the, oh, somebody might come back around, but, oh, somebody might come back around, Virgo. I feel like there could be somebody around you that was letting go of you, or letting go of a situation that caused them a lot of struggle and strife, and they've seen how it was almost sabotaging to what their own wish fulfillment was. They refused to maybe heal a certain aspect of their self, and thus they're seeing you. It's almost like when you put your foot down, when you speak up, when you say your piece, it's a requirement of them without even you saying it, that they have to step up their A game. And that may be something that they're becoming aware of. And I do think that you are listening, you are hearing, you are observing from a loving space. You may be holding space for this person in some way. But I also don't feel like if you felt intimidated or like there was a lot of fighting or struggle around something in the past, you're not backing down from it this time. Like, you're not kind of tucking your tail and walking away and being passive aggressive or anything like that. Like, you're seeing whatever this is head on. And with Spirit, slow down, justice, again, finding that balance. You don't want to go too hot and too heavy, as came out in the beginning. The Five of Pentacles, because it's burning you out. You're not taking the time to nourish yourself. It could make you feel emotionally, even though the Five of Pentacles there, I want to go emotionally drained with that rose. The rose has water. It needs to have water that flows through it, right, in order to have that growth, and it's wilted. So, you know, it's like everything starts to die off when there's no balance attached to it. So Spirit is going, you know, kudos to you, Virgo, for stepping back into your power, but also know when to tame that back down, know when to find a correction of sorts. I do think that if you're dealing with somebody from the past, if you're dealing with somebody that you deal with on a regular basis, that part of that slowdown is Spirit saying, take this in baby steps, take this in small steps, because they may come in with a lot of potential with Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, but don't forget where this led you to in the past. So it's like, you don't want to be impulsive on an action towards a person or a situation that has had letdown tied to it in the past, where it's left you empty, it's left you drained, it's maybe left you even a financial ruin to some capacity. We've got that Page of Pentacles coming out. The dryer is done. It's a laundry day in this house today, so you know, this is about as real as it gets, guys. I don't edit the videos or none of that stuff. I'm like, this is life. All right, multitasking at its finest. I do feel like somebody may have some hesitancy, and I said that, and I always get that feeling with this particular Page of Pentacles, is there's a little bit of hesitancy. When you look at the original Rider-Waite, he's extending that pentacle. And this one, she's kind of holding back and holding on to it for herself. It's I don't want to call it stuckness, but it is a hesitancy there. And I do feel like you coming forward has put somebody else. It's kind of like the tides have turned, the roles have been reversed, where they're holding back because maybe the way you're speaking up and standing out in a crowd as the King of Pentacles there, Virgo, you're showing your ability to do it on your own. You're showing your ability to be abundant and lavish on your own. You don't need the approval of somebody else to tell you that this is meant for you or this is okay. This step back, Spirit. What is step back? The World card, completion. Again, you guys are stepping into your power, Virgo. It's about damn time. It really is about time. And I like to see this for you. Three of Cups. To get the Three of Pentacles, there's Three of Cups. You are only going to invest in emotional connections as you move forward. I think that your whole idea of what moving forward looks like to you has taken a completely different shift. And even though this Hangman is coming out in the reverse, I feel like the Hangman in the upright, and this is weird, but this is intuitive, right? So I'm following the intuition rather than the cards, that the Hangman in the upright for you, that's where you were suspended. That's where you were stuck. This reversal is like, you're seeing the way forward. That Chariot, the Three of Cups, they're looking outward, right? They're not looking right where they are. They're looking outward to where the future is leading them and what is going to create success and cause for celebration. I feel the Hangman in the reverse for you is actually, it's doing just the opposite as the way we would usually see the tarot. It is giving you needed to be flipped upside down. You needed to be bounced on top of your head, Virgo, to understand that there was a completely different way of doing things when it came to a particular situation. And the message from Spirit. I got the hiccups. I always have the damn hiccups. Alright. The High Priestess. The Temperance. Boom. They're I told you earlier, this person could have left you feeling high and dry and without. You're finding the ability to tune into spirit. Like, you're becoming more intuitive in this emotional awareness of yourself, the healing of the self, the healing of trusting your own inner wisdom and knowledge and not being reliant on the approval of somebody else. Underlying this is the devil and the 10 of swords. Like, somebody could have ousted themselves from your life. Two of wands, 5 of cups. It's like they're on the outside looking in. And I've seen this back and forth in some kind of dynamic, whether this has been work, love, family, friends, whatever this is for you, Virgo, for so long, something here has shifted for you. And it's like, no. If this is not fair, if this is not, and I'm hearing equitable from spirit, I'm not jumping back into something because of the temptation tied to this, because I've seen where this leads. It's a quick 10 of swords straight to the God blessed back. You're just not investing in somebody or something that's just like, do you see my pretty eyes? Do you see what I can give you? Do you see these promises that I can make you? Like, you're not buying it anymore. You know, and I know it wasn't too long ago, you guys kind of got a taste for that you weren't going to quite jump in, but then you ended up kind of backsliding into that again. This here feels much more of an empowered state than the last time I seen this for you guys. And this makes me happy because it's like your mind, I really do feel, is much clearer because you're starting to see alternate ways. Those threes, there's more than one way of doing things. There's more than one person to work and collaborate with. There's more than one person in your world to celebrate with. You're not being isolated by this devil to where they're puppeteering. Excuse me. Where they're puppeteering everything. They're not controlling everything anymore. You could, I could have been a hard pill to swallow for you guys. But I think the further you go into whatever this is, the easier it's going to be. Excuse me, good grief. I got a dry tickle in the back of my throat. All right. Advice for speak up. Spirit said too, when you are speaking up, don't choke over your words. What is the speak up? What's the advice for speak up, Spirit? Pride. You could have swallowed your pride a lot of the time. When it comes to this person could have had a very overpowering ability of your mind space. They knew how to work you. They knew how to play you. And they would take you for a ride every single time. And, you know, your pride, or maybe the way that you wanted to be viewed or seen, or a status or a position, somehow this person was tied to that for you. And it was learning how to swallow your pride and go, you know, maybe sometimes things just don't work. And it doesn't make me less valuable. It just means it didn't work. And, you know, and you don't have to explain yourself to anybody why you make the decisions you make. You're the one that has to live with them. This advice for step back, fragility. Virgo, I feel like this is like a decay of an old version of yourself. I really do. You could see yourself morphing. Spirit is also bringing up with those threes the mind, the body, and the soul, or the spirit itself. You're chiseling away where you felt fragile. You're chiseling away where you didn't feel good enough. You're chiseling away this broken structure of who it was that kind of like overcasted all of you. And now you're going from the space of being fragile into this mind. Even people around you could just be totally mind blown at the progress that you've made, whether it's in regards to your health, your life, your accomplishments, your achievements, your relationships, who it is you've become. Like, it's a mind-blowing kind of energy. And from the outside perspective for other people, it's like, wow, who did this person just become? I never would have thought. But you're learning to trust that if it doesn't feel right to you, it doesn't feel right for a reason, and you have to make those changes. Advice for the slow down, Spirit. Advice for slow down. Guardianship. Exhilaration. I heard exhilaration and exoneration. I think that you know in your heart of hearts with this guardianship, the ones who look over your soul, which your spirit guides, God, your higher power, Buddha, whatever it is you put your faith into, okay? Those are the only ones, and this is going to sound kind of mean in a way, but it is what it is. Those are the only ones that matter because they know where your true soul lies. They know where your true heart lies. Spirit is also your true north. What is your true north? What is it that you are destined and fated for? Because they are going to be the three that guide you. You could specifically have 3 spirits, 3 guides, 3 angels, guardians around you. 2 spirits said 2 in the masculine form, 1 in the feminine form, that are guarding you and guiding you to your higher vibrational energy. They're there. They're there to take you to this next level. I'm seeing a lot of the signs kind of starting to level up. Spirit is calling it in this exchange. So you're exchanging this vibrational energy into this higher. Like you're realizing what you have to let go of something in order to obtain the next thing. And I want to call it the next best thing. This isn't instant gratification. This is just realizing where you've been stuck and stagnant for so long that it's not a place you want to be anymore. You are making those changes, and you are being guided. You're not jumping back into things. You're not being impulsive on the decisions that you're making, because it's like the mind is remembering. The body, the imprint of what it's left on the body is remembering what it is that you've dealt with before from somebody. You're not doing it anymore. You're flipping the script on somebody, and they could just be like, holy shit, I don't know you. I thought I knew you last time, and look how you were behaving, right? So there you go again. You could be dealing with a Cancer, an Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Libra. Does not have to be. Capricorn energy as well. The new year could be really important. New year time. You guys might be traveling. 22:11 on the clock, by the way. So, Virgo, I'm going to leave that there. I like this for you. This is some of the better energy I've seen you guys in a while. Makes me happy. 22:22 now. All right, guys. If you found this video resonated for you, subscribe, like, share, comment. Again, personal readings are open. They start tomorrow, and will run throughout the next 2 weeks. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. And you can visit me at holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services. You guys have a fantastic week. Weeklies will be out tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm sending you all of my love. Take care, and I'll see you soon.